was the Milwaukee Bucks announcing that they fired Mike Budenholzer after 5 seasons with the team. They lost in the first round as the #1 seed in 5 games to Miami. And in his 5 seasons, Coach Bud had a .693 winning percentage in the regular season.
Damn.
They had the most regular season wins during that stretch. And they also had the most playoff wins during that span in those 5 years. And yeah, now the job is open. I don't think this was a huge surprise considering how they collapsed in the first round.
Yeah, I obviously on this show we've talked about Bud plenty, and I think that look, it's kind of undeniable that Bud has been able to set up really good regular season teams.
Let's not forget that they replaced Jason Kidd with Mike Budenholzer, and they were able to get to the next level with him.
That's true. They were able to get to the next level with him, but they still weren't able to beat the Toronto Raptors in the playoffs.
I'm doing that right now, man.
So, it is what it is. But yeah, like I think that he definitely sets up his teams to play fairly optimally in the regular season. I think he's been able to just similar to Atlanta and also again in Milwaukee, like his fastball was just so good. Like in this case with Milwaukee, it was a lot of drop coverage. Right, we're gonna shoot a ton of threes. We're gonna really play quickly and fast, and like all those things are like the right things to do if you're gonna win a lot of games in those series. I think what happens in the playoffs is like even within series or definitely between series, as in like you're facing a different team each time and you win in the playoffs. Like there aren't the level of adjustments that you want to see, especially if you're going to be able to be proactive or even reactive within a game. You just haven't been able to see that from Bud. And of course, that's been a pattern that's held true in Atlanta. That's why he lost so many in a row in some of those series. I'm not saying I ever expected him to beat LeBron, but like to get swept by LeBron every single time was tough. And
you're talking Toronto? Oh, you're talking Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like when he went to Milwaukee, it was the same kind of deal, right? Obviously in 2019 when he first took over, Toronto went down 0-2 and they won 4 straight. I consider that a sweep.
Yes.
If you can't respond after like 3 straight losses, you can't get something different out there.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where the shortcomings clearly are. I think he's going to get a job. I think his winning record speaks for itself, both in Milwaukee and in Atlanta. But I just don't think it'll be with a team that has championship aspirations. And I also think that for Milwaukee, like, yeah, they're clearly in a dire scenario where, this is one of those choices you make after consulting some of your main players. And, I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis was like, look, I'm not saying you should fire Bud, but at the same time, like, if you feel like we need to make an upgrade, go ahead. And so I think their next decision is going to be very interesting. I know a lot of people have already pointed at Nick Nurse. I mean,
do you think Nick makes sense there?
If Nick gets Giannis before Masai gets Giannis, that'd be hilarious. But honestly, I'm more curious about like not necessarily who coaches the Bucks, but what they do with their roster, right? Because it was already fairly old this season. We saw it catch up to them fairly quickly, and with a lot of those guys like entering free agency, key players like Chris Middleton or Brook Lopez, and like you have to make decisions on these guys and on this core. And what's dangerous about a team like this is that you don't actually have that many young players that you can move off of to bring in more win now pieces, nor do you have extra picks really, because you've already used that in the Drew Holiday deal to bring in help at that time. So how do you actually improve the roster? Because if you don't do that, then you get back into a scenario where we're wondering all about Giannis again. So this is a team, obviously the head coaching part is going to be very important, but more than that is I want to know how they can move the roster around, because right now they look kind of boxed in with the group that they got. They can keep it. That's a good team. That's a really good team. Maybe if they don't run into Jimmy Butler again, maybe they can make it out the first round and second round. And, if you told me that this group is able to win another championship, I wouldn't be too surprised. But at the same time, like they also need to find ways to sort of replenish the roster, because this is one of the oldest teams in the league already.
Yeah, and I think this just illustrates how quickly things change in the NBA. A couple of weeks ago, they're going into the playoffs as a championship favorite, and you would assume, even if they didn't win the championship, they get to the conference finals, get to a finals, and you just kind of keep this thing rolling.
Sure.
And now they're without a coach, and I look at it as kind of similar in a way to the Toronto situation in that, like, this was a collective failure, right? Like this season for the Raptors was a collective failure from the players, front office, but the easiest move, the first move is usually the head coach, right?
Yep.
And similar here too, because it's like, yes, like we pointed out all the mistakes that Bud made, especially in that game 5 not calling the timeouts, not putting his team in a position, and you like illustrated like his playoff track record has
not double teaming Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, has had those flaws, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, it was like, oh, Giannis was playing like hot potato with the ball, like he struggled in that game, missed the free throws, all this stuff, right? Like they got beat, right? Like
no, for sure.
Jimmy overwhelmed them, but you're right though. Like this summer is actually huge for them because like Giannis can sign an extension in September. They can offer him a 2-year extension, and if not, he can become a free agent after the 2024-25 season, which means he's 2 years out from being able to go to free agency as a 30-year-old. Brook Lopez is an unrestricted free agent. Chris Middleton, who's like kind of taking a step back with all the injuries and all that stuff, he's got a $40 million player option that he can opt into for next season. If not, then, he could ask for a 5-year max at $270.
If I were him, I would probably look to try to get more long-term money, especially now that he's coming off of injuries.
Yeah. And Drew Holiday, the other big player, has said that he plans on retiring when his current contract ends in 2 seasons.
Yeah. He just kind of said that on the on Point Forward with Evan Turner and
he'll be
Andre
in his
Iguodala.
mid-30s by then, I want to say, in a couple of years.
Yeah, he said he talked to his wife about it, and he's like, look, listen, like, how much more do you really want to do this?
Right. So even if you bring back Brook, you bring back Chris Middleton, you have Drew Holiday, you have Giannis, like, you're right. Like, the clock is ticking again on this team, right?
Yep.
It's a 2-year window here. It's a 2-year window. Obviously, if Giannis signs an extension, then a lot of the noise goes away. Then you have a bit of a runway probably to build a team out. But like you mentioned, like the options of building that team out, there's not a lot right now.
Yeah, and this is where it's dicey for a head coach, right? Because you commit to this project, but if they change the roster in 1 year, maybe in 2 years, all of a sudden you are suddenly back in flux again.
Yep.
And yes, you have the opportunity to coach Giannis. And I'm sure like most coaches would take that chance and just say, we'll figure out the rest. But yeah, it is a little more dicey. I could see though, like if you bring in Nick, like, he would probably make some changes defensively. I think that is already a really good defensive team, but they have such good defensive personnel that I think with Nick's creativity, they can get into another level. Like, who's not going to be playing Jimmy Butler in single coverage? Nicholas Nurse. Okay, he's going to be trapping Jimmy at half court. So
you know who's going to no longer be averaging around 30 minutes a game? All of the Bucks starters.
Yeah, you know what? Brook Lopez,
get ready to learn cardio, buddy.
Brook Lopez, you better get on that Peloton, all right?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like I think yes, that I see the fit there, but also at the same time for Nick, it's like if you don't win next year, this whole roster might be completely different.
No,
the
I
front
totally
office
get
might
that.
be completely different.
Ownership's changing.
Ownership
too
is
already.
changing.
Yeah.
So it's not like the most secure job. Like,
But you also, I mean,
you might be in a scenario where you now are having to deal with a rebuild.
Yeah, but the carrot that gets dangled is you get to coach Giannis, like right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's very appealing, right? You're getting Giannis in his prime right now, right? You can't guarantee yourself maybe more than 1 year, 2 years with that. But I don't know. If you look at it as a situation just like right now, even with all the roster questions, like that's a pretty attractive job, I feel like.